Good afternoon. Today we will be doing a video walkthrough both of the interior layout and the exterior of Seacraft Yacht Sales' most recent listing, a 1934 85-foot Pankey schooner, originally built for Hollywood director, screenwriter Preston Sturges, just outside of Los Angeles, California. We're currently moving down the starboard side of the boat. A very recent exterior paint job and brightwork refinish on the bulwarks, wheelhouse, and the coach top. The wheelhouse of the vessel was built in 1971 after an incident that swept the crewman overboard. Thankfully, he was recovered safely, and the owner at the time decided that it was best to shore up the cockpit for safety's sake. We're now seeing the rigging of the vessel, both the main and mizzen masts, and the solar panel racks above the wheelhouse top. Moving forward, after the cabin house across the decks, you've got the chocks for the dinghy, access through a butterfly hatch to the main salon, and then access into the galley for safety and evacuation purposes if needed. Next up, we'll be stepping aboard Destiny, entering the vessel and heading into the wheelhouse from the starboard side. Stepping aboard on the folding boarding ladder, we reach deck level and turn aft after a quick view of the main and mizzen mast again. And then turn aft and enter into the wheelhouse. There's a half-moon shaped settee area behind the helm station, the telegraph for the throttle and gear. Garmin GPS chart plotter mounted port side on the cabin top. Display instruments above the wheel. And then moving port and along the port walkway forward, see the two primary and secondary sheeting winches. Past the West Marine rigid inflatable aluminum bottom tender with a 20 horsepower Mercury. Both main and mizzen masts are equipped with Anderson self-tailing halyard winches, 2 to a mast. And moving forward to the bowsprit bow pulpit. And the low fronts Titan electric windlass. And we'll pan up to the rigging again. We're at the bow at this point, looking aloft and aft. You see both the mizzen and main masts. The sail inventory on the vessel includes Port Townsend Sails Hossey Genoa, Port Townsend Sails Hossey self-tending staysail, mizzen staysail, and also a main staysail. The mainsail is also Hossey from Port Townsend Sails, and in addition to those sails, you'll find a Fisherman downwind sail and also a Yankee. Walking aft down the starboard side deck, we're going to enter the wheelhouse again, and from there transit down to the captain's quarters below decks and do the interior walkthrough for you. Moving below decks from the wheelhouse, we enter the captain's quarters and stateroom. You will see to port a queen-size berth. Also oriented to port is the nav station / office and the settee on the starboard side, after which is a hanging locker. There's also a Garmin GPS chart plotter, multifunctional display device in the nav station, along with a single sideband radio and VHF. Here we see one of the electrical panels for the boat. and the second for the AC side. Moving forward and down to another level, we reach the midship cabins. This is the port cabin with a double berth over and lower, which is currently being used as storage. What you're seeing now is access to the engine compartment for the main Detroit diesel and also the Northern Lights generator. Here you're seeing the fuel manifold. The Detroit. And a quick shot of the Northern Lights genset. Leaving the port cabin, we look across the walk-through and move forward into the main salon. On the port side of the main salon is a C-shaped settee that seats approximately 7 to 8 people, with a butterfly hatch over for light, and drawer and cabinet storage on the starboard side for linens, dishware, just about anything you'd like to stow. Moving forward from the main salon, we come to the starboard-oriented head, which also includes a separate shower. Separate shower is equipped with a seated bench, soap holder which is inset and completely tiled. We're going to pan back here to the toilet itself and also the vanity. Moving out of the head forward and into the forward cabin port side, we have an over-under bunk configuration. The bunks in size are approximately double to full. The cabin comes equipped with drawers, short hanging lockers, and a sink basin which is foldable, drops down, and retracts back up when not in use. Exiting the cabin, we'll move into the galley. Cabinets and storage, food prep area on the starboard side with cabinets and drawers below. Sink on the port side with overhead cabinet. Microwave oven, 3-burner induction stove. And looking forward under the forecastle, there's a storage area which houses the water maker and also the 24-volt system that runs the side power bow thruster and the windlass. The current and previous owners of Destiny have put the boat through 2 very extensive refits. The previous owners from 2008 to 2011 and the current owner from 2020 to 2024. The vessel is available for showing by appointment in Port Angeles, Washington, and you may contact us at Seacraft Yacht Sales and we'd be happy to set up an appointment for you and also to get you any additional information about the boat and the refits that you like. Thank you.